Welcome back to Question Everything, Trust and Nothing here at Crypto Wars. Once again, we're in the altcoin crypto battlefield, guys. It's a wild one today. It's been a while. If anybody's been paying attention to the show, the channel has officially been checked by I'm going to say just one other channel. We are in the midst of a channel battle that's going to be coming up here. So if you want more details on that, definitely stay tuned here because it's gonna be a wild 2024. Let me tell you guys, a wild 2024, and you guys will definitely hear more about that at the beginning of January. But that being said, massive news has broken for Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum. We're gonna be hitting this today, so smash those likes if you haven't already. Give me a second. All right. Yeah, like I said, wild day. Ran a little late on the show today, but here we go. Bitcoin, right? Everyone is very excited on Bitcoin right now. And why wouldn't you be, right? The ETF is imminent. The SEC, the Federal Reserve, has pretty much given the green light. Go. Uh, interest rate hikes interest rate cuts are coming 2024. There's no more hikes coming. That's pretty much the green light to start printing some money, to start putting some risk on assets on the board. The new ruling for fair value on Bitcoin has come in Bitcoin's favor, meaning more companies are going to be putting Bitcoin on their balance sheets and so much more, guys. But with that being said, even though Bitcoin is going to lead this way, and we should be very bullish on Bitcoin, just how I am, there are other assets that we need to take a look at, like Cardano, like Ethereum, right? Other massive players in the space that are also doing a lot of things right now. But let's start off with Bitcoin. Let's start off here. Let me share my screen. Real simple, guys. Why am I saying all these things? Well, here on Twitter, right? If you're not following us on Crypto Wars OG, hit that follow button. It's the only channel that actually produces some original content. There's other channels out there that are, trying to do their thing. Is all I'm going to say. But quickly, hold on. Let me quickly find what I wanted to share here with you guys about Bitcoin, and then we can get back to it. So here we are. Let me do this. Here comes the SEC, Gary Gensler, right? On spot Bitcoin. We had the past denied number of these applications, but the courts have weighed in and we are taking a closer look. So here's his take. Let me tell you, if this isn't bullish for Bitcoin, right? I don't know what is. Obviously, we've had lots of news coming out that they've been working with the applicants themselves directly, BlackRock and a few others. They've been making amendments, they've been making changes to their ETF applications, and this is only because the approval is coming, right? They are working hand in hand with the SEC right now. So that being said, it is going to be wild. If you guys if you somebody said here in the chat that they couldn't hear that, I don't know. Should have been working. The volume should have been up. Nonetheless, guys, today's going to be a rough run. Let me tell you. Bitcoin, Bitcoin. We've got Arthur Hayes, right? You're like, wait, Arthur Hayes, who's that? Well, you're about to find out, right? Arthur Hayes doubles down on his $1 million Bitcoin prediction following shift in U.S. macroeconomic. What's that shift? Well, the Federal Reserve, right? The indicated rate cuts next year. This is going to blast off Bitcoin like I said, with the Fed rate cuts coming, the ETF coming, the halvening coming, all happening in the next year. I've been telling you guys that if this isn't the moment for the massive uh super cycle to take off, there is no other moment like this. There is no other moment that could bring so many catalyst events together to launch off a super cycle. So he says at this point, there's no excuse to be long on crypto. How many times must they tell you that the fiat in your pocket is filthy piece of trash? Believe in the Lord and he shall set you free. Bitcoin to 1 million. I mean, $1 million Bitcoin, I don't see that happening here in the next bull run. But right, there's always a caveat. By the end of this decade, maybe at the beginning of 2032, give or take, maybe we can have $1 million Bitcoin by that point in and of itself. Right now, this next bull run, it's not going to be $1 million, but could Bitcoin hit a wild market cap? Maybe, right? It could hit maybe four, maybe three, four, $5 trillion market cap, depending how large these ETFs really want to make things rock and roll, right? If the super cycle is a reality, everybody right now is extremely conservative with what is happening with Bitcoin. Everyone's calling for 80,000, 120, maybe 150 dollar Bitcoin at most. And maybe they're right. Maybe I'm just crazy, right? But what if we're completely, really underestimating ourselves here with what is really happening in the background? Because if we take another look here at another tweet here, over 19 billion inflows into Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is reminiscent of December 2020 before Bitcoin surged from 18,000 to 65,000. We can see here in the chart. Look at this inflow of money coming in to Bitcoin, coming in to Ethereum, right? The outflow is gone. There's nobody is selling Bitcoin. Everybody is buying and throwing money at this thing, right? Like I said, the green light has been given by the Federal Reserve. They're going to start cutting rates. Money's going to get cheaper. People are going to start taking on more risk. Assets are going to start flying off the shelves, aka Bitcoin. We've been talking about this for the last year on this channel on how low the exchanges are on Bitcoin. People do not realize how low of a supply exists on exchanges right now. Having, like I said, ETF plus Fed rate hikes, Fed rate cuts. These things are all merging together for the greatest catalyst run we've ever seen for Bitcoin. I honestly do think we can run a lot higher than 150. I think things can get very wild in this next cycle. But let's all, like I've said, let's all take a chill pill. I'm excited, obviously, but we got to take it level by level. We'll see how we get there. We'll see how the momentum continues to grow. There's already predictions from institutions and other places that Bitcoin could hit an all-time high of $80,000 just next year. If that were to occur, if in 2024 we hit an all-time high, all bets are off. Super cycle is on, baby, because the things that I just mentioned, plus an all-time high possibly happening, it is going to be wild. It's something we've never seen before. We've never seen an all-time high the same year as the halvening. So, guys, smash those likes if you haven't already. If you haven't sent in any super chats to get on Flip or Hodl, what are you waiting for? Every member on the show, every dollar you sent gets duplicated. Anyone that's not a member, every dollar you send in as a super chat puts you one entry on the wheel that will get spun for you to come and play Flip or Hodl. We are playing for $3,600 this next week coming up today. Flip or Hodl episode got postponed, but trust me, guys, it's coming. The $3,600 is coming and is going to be a huge, huge opportunity. Get in while you still can, guys. So, like I said, let's jump over to Ethereum here real quick. We're talking about Bitcoin blasting off 80,000, 100,000, 200,000, or whatever. Where's Ethereum going to be in all of this? Well, here we go, guys. Ethereum, right? Its uptrend will continue to 3,800 by Q1 of 2024, says a crypto analyst. So, even if it corrects to 1,900, Ether's trend remains up, according to Michael van de Poppe. CEO of MN Trading. In a recent post on Twitter or X, Van de Pope projected Ether to reach 3,400 to 3,800 in Q1 of 2024. Ethereum is making a positive support and resistance flip at 2,100. That is very true. 2,100 has been a very hard level. We were at 2,084 for a very long time, and we were able to finally flip that and make it rock and roll. So even if we do have a correction, the trend remains upward, right? The correction to 1900. The next area of resistance is found at 34 and 38. So that being said, guys, who's bullish on Bitcoin, on Ethereum right now, right? Look at this. Look at this retracement. Here we have a retracement down here, all the way down here to this support line. We can still go even a little bit lower, right? 1900. That would have to be a wick, because this would definitely be a change of structure if we come all the way down here to 1900, and then we have to be a massive wick. So I don't see that happening. I don't see this 1900 retracement being a thing, because that would be a massive change of structure for this uptrend. So unless we wick it down there and come right back up, I don't see that happening. Guys, smash those likes. Let's go. What's going on, guys? I love all the chat. I love all the support out there. I know there's a lot of different things happening, a lot of shows streaming right now. So I appreciate every one of you guys that show up here to support this channel. So I was saying Ethereum 3,800. Ethereum ETFs, right, are another thing that are being vaguely talked about. We've had a few meetings. We had a meeting earlier today, and the Ethereum ETF got thrown around, right? There's a lot of things that are not being talked about. Even Ethereum ETF occurs. The super cycle that I was talking to you guys about, it's gonna get extended, right? It's not extended, but it's gonna be more reassurance, more confluence that regulations and massive amounts of money are going to be flowing in to the crypto space, and people are not even understanding, right? Ethereum got to $5,000 last bull run without an ETF, without anything, right? Just pure speculation. Now we're talking about massive ETF money coming in and parking it in Ethereum to stake, to do whatever it is they want to do, run their own node, whatever, on Ethereum, plus the lending, plus all the dApps that they have, and that all that burns more Ethereum in the long run, which makes Ethereum more scarce. I think a lot of people are calling for an $8,000 Ethereum. I think we can get close to 12,000. I think we can get close to 12,000, and it can get wild, right? Anything can get wild, but I think close to 12,000 is a very, very possible thing, especially with these ETFs. I mean, I'd be surprised if we don't get to 12,000 and we get an Ethereum ETF at the same time. It would blow my mind. So drop a one in the chat right now if you think an Ethereum ETF would push ETH to 12,000. Drop a 2 if you don't think that's possible, guys. Drop a 2 if $12,000 ETH with an ETF is not possible. Drop a 2 in the chat for that. Up next, we got Cardano. So all the Cardano fans out there, start smashing those likes, because we've been talking about Cardano. I've been making videos about Cardano's ecosystem here for the last couple of days. And let me tell you, I told you guys that Cardano was a sleeper, right? People didn't want to believe me when I made that Solana versus Cardano video, but Cardano has been making moves, right? Let's jump on over here real quick just to look at Cardano. Up 14% just in the day, but let me show you guys here a little something. Let me show you guys a little something here. 30-day, 40-day, year to date. Right, let's start putting these bad boys over here. Give me a second here, guys. Year to date. Oh, boom. Apply changes. Now let's look at Cardano. Look at this thing. Look at this bad boy, up 148% in the last 60 days, 90 in year to date. Basically, all the same. The massive pump has come in the last 60 days, and it's been affecting everything. Alex, so crypto in the chat. What's going on, man? Love your TA, dude. Love you coming on the show. We're gonna have you some more time on here and get you ready for trading wars. But Cardano's been exploding in price action. I told you guys that Cardano was a sleeper. When it moves, it moves. And it's coming for you, XRP, right? Cardano's at 61 cents, XRP's at 62. Cardano is coming for you, XRP. Cardano is going to reclaim that number 5 spot, baby, and get XRP out of that. Get XRP out of there. I mean, obviously, their market cap is 33 billion. Cardano's at 21 billion. Not too far away from Cardano flipping that bad boy. Let me tell you, it's a very, very possible, especially if XRP continues at this pace. It ain't gonna go nowhere. Let me address a comment here real quick. Somebody said 12K would be lit though. Totally agreed. Totally agree. I don't know if you're. I'm assuming you're talking about Ethereum because a lot of people have been talking about 12K Bitcoin. A lot of people got left holding the bag, waiting for a 12K Ethereum, a 12K Bitcoin that never came. Even if we have a retracement at this point, a 50% retracement, we're gonna drop into the 20s. We're not gonna go to 12K. 15K was the bottom. We've been telling you guys on this channel for a long time that it was the bottom. Anything's possible, but a 12K Bitcoin is not on the cards. I do not see that happening anytime soon at all. So let's go back to Cardano, right? Why is Cardano exploding? What's up with all this growth, right? It has a whopping 438 million amid 880% ecosystem growth surge. What's happening here? Right? Why is there 438 million total value locked, showcasing 800% ecosystem growth in decentralized finance? Well, thanks to good old DeFi Llama, like I've showed you guys here before. Let me bring it up over here real quick. Let me bring up Cardano. Where are you at, Cardano? Look at this bad boy. 537 million. It has been steadily climbing like there's no tomorrow. Just massive blast off here. And a lot of it is coming here to Indigo. We'll probably cover this in a later video. What this is, we'll dive into the Cardano ecosystem. But Indigo, real world assets, Cardano coming together, massively bullish here. This is one of the main reasons why there's a lot of things coming. See, your TVL, the highest TVL is locked on Indigo. So I'll jump into a video, make a video about Indigo and what that means for the ecosystem of Cardano for a later episode, but that is not for a live stream. That is for an uploaded piece of content. So let's get back over here. Right, the metric keeps rising. It is when Cardano's TVL was a modest 50 million at the beginning of 2023, right? So we've gone up 880% this year on Cardano. Obviously, the token is up 160%. I already showed you guys that. You can see the massive move. But what's happening here? Well, the Cardano's ecosystem storing from 198 million to an astounding 681 million tokens, reflecting a surge of 243 since January. So much is being staked on Cardano right now. People don't even understand, right? So in the specifics of things, a staggering 105.3 million is securely staked in Indigo, like I mentioned earlier, right? Indigo, which is an autonomous synthetic protocol providing on-chain exposure to real-world assets, has firmly established its presence within the Cardano ecosystem, which is obviously massively, massively bullish. And the second is MinSwap, right? You guys can see it here. MinSwap, 104 million TVL locked. Right over here is only 95. Concludes the liquid and a prominent lending protocol, securing 10% of total value locked on the blockchain. There's a lot of DeFi being built on Cardano. Like I told you guys, Cardano didn't have smart contracts. Cardano didn't have DeFi. Cardano didn't really have a lot of anything in the last cycle, and Cardano still had a staggering, massive move. Right? Let's jump into Cardano price action over here. Let me show you guys a little bit of. Come on, here we go. Well, no, let's not do candles. So, as you guys can see here, let's do candles. As you guys can see here, we wicked all the way up to definitely higher than this. Where is the price? Yeah, 312. That was higher than this for sure. This is what's being reported on market cap, but it was definitely higher. It was like about $3.40. And that happened right from a bottom of literally nothing, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know at what point I got cut off. Uh, I don't know what's going on with my internet and my computer lately, but I've been talking about Cardano, its price movement to 340, the TVL, right, being locked, Indigo, Mint Swap. Quick little recap. So let's jump over here and let's look at Cardano's massive rise in price action. Ugh, no, this is not what I want. But here we are, right? Cardano had a massive rise, like I was telling you guys earlier, from literally nothing to 2 cents, 3 cents, all the way to $3 and about 40 cents, give or take, with no smart contracts, no DeFi, no protocols being built on it. But now that we are having MinSwap, we're having Indigo, we're having all these different things building into the ecosystem, as we see the TVL on the ecosystem exploding, and we're still in a bear market, right? We're still not at the bull market like everyone likes to say. Let's take a quick little measurement here of where we came from, right? This is 2020. I'll just go from right here to right here. 3,000%, give or take, 3,100% rise with no smart contracts, with nothing being built in the ecosystem. Like people called it a ghost chain. Nothing was going on there, right? They got Snake, which is a huge meme coin up there on Cardano's ecosystem, performing extremely well. So obviously, meme coins have been doing a lot of things. Right, we saw Bonk take off, and that's in the Solana ecosystem. I'm sure Snake will continue to do well in the Cardano ecosystem. If this was possible in the ecosystem that had no ecosystem, right, in a blockchain that had no ecosystem at a time that was just pure speculation, just people that have been following the project, have been buying, that was literally the project was, people were calling it dead at 2 cents, right? This measurement's from 9 cents, but we came all the way down to 2 cents, give or take. So it's higher than that. Imagine now when we do have this level of growth in the ecosystem, when we see things being built, when we see NFTs. This is, excuse me, guys, this is just DeFi. This is not even including NFTs, right? Talking about NFTs is a whole nother level. NFTs are going to be massive in Cardano ecosystem. There's a big community of NFTs being built on Cardano. And talking about NFTs, massive shout out to a community member, unforgettable name. He is the founder of Hops on Cardano. I believe their mint is tomorrow. This is not a sponsored this is not sponsored content. I'm just giving them a shout out. Massive love to him. He's been a long-time member of this channel and our Discord, and he started his own project throughout this bear market, making an amazing uh beer beer NFT project. It looks great. It seems great. I love what's happening there. So if you like beer, if you like being in Hops on Cardano, they're minting tomorrow. So check them out. Check them out on Twitter. Their mint is tomorrow, I believe, at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Hops on Cardano. If you like beer, if you like NFTs, if you like the Cardano ecosystem, that's where you need to be at tomorrow. So shout out to him. Much love, and I hope he mints that project out. I will be minting some tomorrow to support my friend, to support a long-term supporter of this show. But that being said, guys, who's bearish on Cardano? Drop a 1 if you're bearish on Cardano. Drop a 1. I want to see in the chat if you are bearish on Cardano right now, because I don't understand what's happening. What's the Twitter page? Let me actually pull up Hops on Cardano real quick. Let me Hops on Cardano. Perfect. Hold on. Give me a second here, guys. Let me pull this up. Two seconds, guys. Bear with me. Here we are. This is the Twitter. Hops on Cardano. Go follow them. Their mint is coming tomorrow. They're doing beer on NFTs, craft beer. They're doing a lot of different utility. They've got a lot of utility with this brewery license thing that they're building. They're partnering with a lot of different breweries around the country to try out a lot of different things. Obviously, they're beer connoisseurs, are tasting different beers. They're doing all kinds of stuff with beer. So beer, hops, Cardano, ecosystem, baby. Go follow them. They're minting tomorrow. Shout out to them. Tradefly says, I love ADA, but what throws me off is if you look at Bitcoin at current price, then go back to the last time it was at this price, ADA got crushed in the bear market. Uh, it got crushed in the bear market. Well, yeah, I'm sure Cardano got crushed on the bear market, obviously, but that's what makes it even larger of a sleeper, right? Because every time Cardano crashes in the bear market, people think that's it, it's over for it. But Cardano has been building and building and building every single bear market, right? A little bit more and a little bit more. And now we have, like I said, we finally have smart contracts. We finally have DeFi coming to it. We finally have utility and things being built on the Cardano ecosystem that is going to be massively bullish. The Cardano community is super strong. And if you have a strong community, your token's probably going to perform very well, right? Unless you're XRP. XRP can't do nothing for them. They got no hope, right? No matter, just kidding, guys. XRP is probably going to perform well. I hate XRP. I shit on it all the time, but I still believe it's probably going to perform pretty well. It's just one of those things that I don't like putting my money in because F the banks all the time, every time, and I would never do anything to support them. So that being said, guys, I don't know who's bearish on Cardano. I think Cardano's going to perform extremely well in the bull market. I think Ethereum is obviously going to perform extremely well, especially with the ETFs. Bitcoin, no doubt in my mind, super cycle is coming if these catalyst events keep merging together the way they are, and just they're gonna melt faces, guys. People are gonna be mind blown where we are a year from now, right? Everyone's focusing on January. Imagine a year from now, December of 2024. If everyone can remember, after the halving in 2020, and we were in December of 2020, we entered January of 2021, Bitcoin doubled in 1 month from 20,000 to 40,000. And that was massive. And it just massively took off from there to 69 to 65,000, came down to 40, jumped back up, or 30, I should say, jumped back up to 69, came down again. All these things were happening. We only had one country at the time adopting Bitcoin. We only had one company buying Bitcoin at the time, or only one and a half, give or take. Bitcoin was still in its infancy of adoption by traditional money. But now we have MicroStrategy holding a large, huge amount, setting the entire blueprint for companies to buy Bitcoin. They've got the fair value ruling on their side now, so companies can report the profit of their Bitcoin holdings in their treasury in their reports, earnings report. So that is massively bullish for companies that want to park some cash into that thing and pump their stocks because of their earnings. We got multiple countries all wanting to adopt Bitcoin. We got a new president in Argentina that's extremely bullish on Bitcoin. We've got, I think, the prime minister of Montenegro holds Bitcoin, and a lot of other countries out there. Their prime ministers, their people in their equivalents to their Congress, their parliament, whatever you want to call them, are all bullish on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. So the level of flood of money coming in for Bitcoin this next cycle. We're talking about ETF, right? BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Investments, Grayscale, all these things coming for the Bitcoin supply that is barely hanging on by a thread. It is so massive, it's going to melt your face. Guys, this is going to be a short episode. A lot of things happening today in the background. You guys will continue to stay updated. Trading Wars comes back on January with a vengeance, 100% with a vengeance. Flip or hodl next week, $3,600 on the line. Get on the board, get on the wheel. Like always, question everything, trust nothing. And until next time, hodl like it's hot. See you guys.